Of San Leandro. So we have an amazing set of panelists, all from the locale of San Leandro, and we are excited because today we are celebrating your 17th anniversary. So a lot of memories, a lot of things that we'll be talking about, looking back in as we celebrate the 17th anniversary of San Leandro. So, can we go ahead and start off with some introductions so we can see who our panelists are today? How about we start on this side? Ladies first.
Hello, brethren. It's Sister Angelica. Woo!
Hello, everyone. My name is Sister Lady Ann. I'm Sister Arby.
I am Ate Kalila.
Wow.
And I'm Brother Neo.
Wow. We have one special guest too. Would you like to say your name?
Callista.
Sister
Callista.
Oh, wow. All ages, all CFOs, and man, so many things that we'll be able to talk about today on our broadcast. I think Sister Callista might be a record of young age that we've had on youngest panelist for INCRadio. So excited to hear her memories in San Leandro too. All right, but how about we'll just go ahead and hop into our discussion tonight. So could y'all tell me a little bit about what is the city of San Leandro like? Who here actually lives in San Leandro itself? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Brother Neo and I both actually used to live in San Leandro.
Oh, awesome.
I went to high school. in San Leandro.
San Leandro High.
Yes.
Woo, pirates.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, wow, all the way from high school, how would you guys describe what the city of San Leandro is like? Is it like a bigger city? Because, I think a lot of our panelists, they know San Francisco, but what about San Leandro? How would you describe it?
No, I feel like not a lot of people know San Leandro, but when you're in San Leandro, it feels really big.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brother Neo was saying that same thing earlier. He was like, "Oh, it's big." I was like, "No, it's really not."
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's literally
10 minutes to get across.
Yes.
the city.
So
Yeah.
so San Leandro's like between Oakland and Hayward, in between. Like,
Yeah.
Don't forget Castroval. I mean, San Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a small.
catch place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind
Smaller
of like it's a small suburbs. It's pretty diverse. I would say that it's pretty central to the East Bay, and so I think that's like one of my favorite things about living in the city is that it has access to a lot of different parts of the East Bay. So like if there's something that's not in our city, then Chicago is like 5 minutes away. Oakland is also 5 to 10 minutes away. Hayward, and so I think the location it's I would say it's pretty much the heart of the East Bay.
Awesome. Nice.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. What would you say are the kind of like activities that you do in San Leandro? Like, is there like nature sites, parks, or like food that you have in San Leandro as well?
Well, for sure, nature-wise, there's the marina in San Leandro, where that's where we have a lot of our church activities. I would say too, like we're really close to Castro Valley for like Lake Chabot, because that's in
That's like borderline.
yeah, borderline Castro Valley, San Leandro. So that's a really nice hiking place too. Like you just want something smooth and not too hard. Food wise, I have no idea. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, there's this really like mom and pop's ice cream shop called Clancy's in yes, not sponsored, but please, if you ever come here, get the most praline. I think that's the best. Yes,
It's true. Their portions are huge.
they're huge. Yes.
Again, not sponsored, but so good. Yeah. How about what do you like to do in San Leandro?
Go to the library.
The library.
Yeah, it's pretty
Ooh.
big.
Yeah.
It's a big library. They have
Yeah.
like activities and events. Every month they roll out a calendar. We go and we do some of this stuff there. They also have like Fridays. They have a little flea market in the parking
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Nice.
We
Wow.
used to go bowling. when there was
When there was a
bowling
bowling
alley.
alley, yeah. Now we go to the
But
one
they
in
now moved
Castro
to-
Valley.
Awesome. It seems like a lot of just things to really, do that'll pass your time in a positive way, right? And, knowing now too that the locale is celebrating their 17th anniversary, kind of going from the city to going to the locale, how would you describe what the locale of San Leandro is like? Yeah, we haven't heard from Brother Neo yet. I see it. He's thinking
Oh,
about
man.
it. He's thinking about it.
I would say starting from even just the humble beginnings of San Leandro, we're a very small locale, and we're very much blessed to have become a locale that has grown so much in number. And it's so nice to see when a locale like us continues to grow. You see more brethren and new faces. And then also just to be able to see
That family
where we started, where the hall that we initially had worshipped in was very small, and then even now today, we're able to fill up the sanctuary of the Hayward Chapel. So it's really nice to see.
Oh, nice. And you can tell everyone's really comfortable with one another too in San Leandro too, right? Like that family feeling as well. What else would you guys add on to describe how the locale is like too? Philinia?
Sure.
I feel it
I
next
think,
to
yeah,
me.
just going
Yeah.
off of what Brother Neo said, I think we started off as a local of 80 people. And then I think like slowly after we started, we were starting to fill up the hall that we rented almost every service, which pushed us to find a bigger venue. And then I don't know, to have grown to be, I think, what are we? Almost
More
200 or more than 200.
yeah.
I mean,
More.
it's still small compared to other locales,
Right.
but I think that throughout the years, the locale has grown a lot. And I think, I mean, for me, because I've been in the locale since it started, same with Mr. Arvy and Brother Neo, I think he's still a young boy when the locale started. But I think with the amount of brethren that come in and out of the locale, I think what I've noticed is that we all try our best to make everyone feel like family.
Right.
And I think that's what I've noticed about the locale. And so, I mean, thinking back, I feel like we just celebrated our 10th anniversary, but to be 17, we're like 3 years closer to 20.
20.
So it's crazy to see the growth of the locale.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I do want to say, because I transferred into San Leandro in 2018 when we had the zoning, and I think the one thing I've noticed was just because we were in the Fargo Hall, and I don't know if y'all have ever been there or like seen it before we set it up for church, but there's a lot to set up, and I thought it was really nice to see just all the brethren and officers kind of come together, like, oh, okay, we have to put up the curtain to cover up this wall, we have to put out the hymn books, we have to set up the tribuna for the ministers, and it just seeing all of that come together, and then having worship there too. It's like it's totally like night and day, because you're like, you see something that is like, oh, okay, I would not ever imagine to worship here, but then when it's all set up, and then you see what goes behind that, it's like all the brotherhood and the help that everyone put in. So it was definitely what you were saying, is like it's a family feel. Everyone was like, oh, okay, how can I help brother? How can I help sister? Yeah, it's definitely it's loving.
That's
for sure.
nice. Yeah. Those helping hand moments definitely bring the locale so much more together, right? Yeah. And speaking of feeling together, we also are all together in the live chat where we're having a couple of greetings coming in as well. So we'll go ahead and take a moment to see some of these. We have from Brother Jeffrey Dizon. He says, hello and good evening, everyone viewing from Roseville, Northeast California. We also have our brother Alvin Pacheco, minister here in San Leandro. Thank you, Alvin, for tuning in. he says he says a happy 17th anniversary po to the local congregation of San Leandro. God bless all of us po and let us keep growing in our faith as we unite in all the activities in the Church of Christ. And let's see, we have also our sister Ira Pacheco who says, "Good day, everyone. Happy viewing po. Hashtag BAC." And we have sister Chriselle Kahayag who says, "Hello, everyone. Watching from Livermore, Northeast California. We miss NorCal." And let's see. Yes, come back and visit anytime. Let's see. We have a few more coming in too from our brother Jonathan Ibarra. He says, "Happy 17th anniversary, brethren in San Leandro, all the way from Oakland." And we also have our sister Jesri in the chat who says, "Happy viewing from Pacifica, Bay Area." And we have brother Nathan Natividad who says, "Greetings from the local congregation of Concord, district of BAC." So keep on sending your greetings over, brethren. And if you have your favorite memories that you'd like to share from San Leandro too, go ahead and send them over in the live chat. To 17 years, that's a huge milestone as well. I mean, the locale's a teenager now, right? Almost a full Kadiwa. How are you all feeling knowing that, it's been 17 years, all the way from 2008, that you've been able to really see the locale grow too? How about our sister Army? We haven't heard from you for a moment.
When we started, I was Kadiwa. I remember the first worship service we had at the Deaf Center. We also had to set up. I remember our tag board was so small, like Sister Lady had said. We could literally put it on one of those easels. It's just an easel.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
I was in charge of that day. I remember that. And then now, I mean, I have 3 daughters. My first one, when I offered her, we were worshiping at Deaf Center. The second one, when I offered her, we were worshiping at Fargo. So we just, the different changes in life. But when I think about it, it went so fast.
Yeah.
You're just like, I feel like it was just yesterday. Like Sister Lady Ann said, when we did the 10-year anniversary, when we invited all the other brethren that used to be with us, it's very like that feeling inside that you get. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're 17.
Yeah.
We're already 17.
Yeah, I wanted to add to that too. I remember I was still a teenager as he started, and we were told that we were going to start. I think we were still a group worship service, and we were told that we were going to start gathering in San Leandro because the local of Oakland is actually our mother locale. And when we heard that, I was like, oh, okay, so this change, but to think about it, it was almost as if it was yesterday. Yeah. The start of everything. I remember how everything was always, getting set up. And just back to what Sister Angelica said, I think growing up in a locale and then transitioning to being in a locale that doesn't have a chapel, there was a lot of hands-on involvement that needed to happen for everything to be prepared for worship service. And so, yeah, I think it's crazy to think that we're already 17 years old.
Wow. Anyone else want to add into that a little bit? And go for it.
I was gonna say, just when San Leandro started as a locale, I guess over the 17 years, I've basically gone through every CFO that I'm currently in. So when San Leandro started, I was CBS, and then I grew up into Binhi, and now being Kadiwa. I think just being able to grow up and be a part of the growth of the locale, I just always appreciate them as just all the brethren that have become a part of my life around me in the locale of San Leandro that have made me become the officer that I am today.
Oh, that was nice. And that kind of brings another question to my mind too. How would you say being in this locale has also helped inspire your faith or helped it to grow? And maybe, when it comes to new duties that you've taken up in this locale too, do you have anything you'd like to share with that, or, how it's really helped your faith be what it is today?
I think just going back to how we started as a small locale, and there being a lot of room for officers, it teaches you to learn how to put on a lot of different hats, especially in the beginning. There isn't that many that can uphold these offices, and so I think that is what I guess impacted me on. I don't, it's just being able to kind of pick up different aspects, just so that we can get the locale running. I think that's something that
Yeah. So being willing to, lend to
help
helping
out.
them.
Yeah.
I think what I learned a lot when I first came to San Leandro is, I think as a person, and as an officer, I learned about leadership more. I did have a lot of leadership roles when I was in my previous locale in Hayward. But when San Leandro is totally a different dynamic, different officers. And so I think I learned a lot of like how to be a better leader in a different way. And I thought that was really nice to kind of like learn that from the other CEBSI officers, the other Kadua officers, and then I became a TSV officer in San Leandro. So, TSV head over here for teaching me everything about tech. So it's like you meet all these new brethren for a reason to learn something new in life, and I think that's like what's the beauty about, for I guess me transferring to San Leandro.
Yeah.
Experiencing that.
Awesome. Great answers all around. Yeah. How about from this side? Anyone want to add in as well about, maybe how San Leandro has helped you grow too? Think we might have an answer here. Yeah. Honey, baby. Yeah.
I think just give again, just with the locale starting so small, I think just being given the opportunity to uphold more duties in the church is always just a blessing, because you're able to not only help the locale in itself, but also it's just a blessing to be able to have more duties to all the more grow closer to God.
Yeah. So. Good answers, man. Yeah. And, of course, too, our Almighty God uses those instruments, right, to kind of inspire us to take on those duties. So we're going to go ahead and read some comments and shout outs from the YouTube chat. But would you all have any greetings or comments that you also would maybe like to make? We'll go ahead and read the comments first so you can think about it for a little bit. But if you have any greetings, shout outs, we'll go ahead and share them after we read our YouTube. Jerizen Reyes, she says, happy anniversary to the locale of San Leandro. We have Sister Chriselle Kahayak, who says, can we take Kalila and Calista home with us? And let's see what else. We have our sister Susan Lagman, who says, happy 17th anniversary, Paul San Leandro congregation from the Lagman family. And let's see who else. Sister Mirla Dizon, happy 17th anniversary to San Leandro. We miss all of you, as well as Sister Ruth Fabros, who says happy 17th anniversary to our locale from the Fabros family. And Sister Pauline Reyes, my favorite memory I have with San Leandro are when we worked together with all the activities we had, such as the year-end celebration. Sleepless and tiring nights to make our brethren happy. Shout out to Sister Pauline, the Kadua president of San Leandro. And let's see if we have a couple more from our sister Lauren, who says happy 17th anniversary to San Leandro from the great Kachea family. Aw, awesome. Okay, do you guys have any shout outs or greetings that you also would like to make, maybe to anyone in San Leandro or even from other places as well?
Hello, brothers and sisters. Hi, Mom and Dad. I made it. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to my sister Annalisa Merlini Docena. Sorry, her last name is Docena. Hi, Car Ryan. Hi, brother Seth and sister Amelia. Hello.
Oh, I guess it's me.
Moving
I'd
on.
like to give a shout out also to my mom and dad and my sister and my other sister that's over here. And then to my TSV family and my CWS family. Hello to everyone.
How about over on this side? Any shout outs or greetings you'd like to make? Yeah.
My mom's right here too. Hi, Mom. To all, I actually wanted to give a shout out to all the pioneer members of San Leandro. Some of those who made comments in the chat there. We remember all of you. Thank you for all your hard work as we continue. As we were growing, and we do miss you all.
Hello. Brother Neil, any shout outs you'd like to make too?
Hi, I just want to shout out to my family, my parents, as well as my siblings who are no longer in this district with us. But I just want to also shout out my brother Joel in OCC, and my sister Isa in Northeast California. Hi guys, miss you.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you guys. And shout out to the Bay Area, California. And before we wrap up, we actually have a couple of activity promos that we would like to go ahead and show. So if our Clea Tech could go ahead and show some of the promos that we have for our upcoming April activities. Okay, so on April 27th, we will be having a Unity Games Golf Driving Edition. This will be at Top Golf in Burlingame. So if you're interested in golfing, go ahead and let your local leadership know and join the golfing team this April 27th. And then we have a couple more that we would also like to go ahead and show from our whole April calendar. If we can go ahead and see that as well. Our Clea Tech next promo, please, for our April calendar. Okay, there we go. Thank you. We have our DMT workshop songwriting, which will be this Sunday in the Hayward Function Hall at 5:00 p.m. So if you want to learn how to write songs, go ahead to the DMT workshop songwriting. Later on, we'll also be having our Tagisang ng Talino local level competition for all CWS members. That'll be held in each different local congregations. Shout out to CBI and District Multimedia. We'll be having a public speaking seminar so you can learn how to, talk on things like INC radio during our public speaking seminar that is going to be in Burlingame the 20th at 4:00 p.m. And then after that, we'll be having the Kadiwa Leadership Enhancement Training to also learn how to speak as a strong leader and be a strong leader. That'll be in Burlingame at 5 p.m. Then again, we'll have our golf driving, and to wrap up the month, we'll also have our SCAN Associate Membership Orientation and VOIP Technology Seminar. That'll be April 27th at 5:00 p.m. at Burlingame. All right, and so that's about to wrap it up for our broadcast. We would also like to go ahead and remind you to please go ahead and, make sure you're subscribed to INC Radio. We'd also like to go ahead and say our thank yous to our Bay Area District staff, our Multimedia Advisor, Brother Jonathan Ibarra, our CFO Overseer, Brother Alex Lurido, Assistant District Supervising Minister, Brother Ray Del Rosario, and our District Supervising Minister, Brother Jojo Bayani. And to our Clea Tech, who helps us out within INC Radio, as well as to our Clea Manley and Daya, our executive producer. Lastly, we'd also like to give our thank yous to our CEBSI CEO and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Manalo, and to executive minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo, for all your help and support on platforms like INC Radio. This wraps it up for you. Happy anniversary!
Thank you po.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
And that's Sub Silicon Valley. Happy birthday!